Yo. What's good, man? This is your boy at DFSMasterMind _ over on Twitter. Thank you for clicking on today's video. Today's date is still the 2nd. I'm going to be talking about tomorrow's slate, though. Man, shout out to everybody that was rocking with me today. Shout out to the love that I got off my video. I know a lot of the video I posted last night, it reached more people than it normally does. I know I got a lot of first-time viewers checking me out. Shout out to y'all. Hopefully y'all hit that subscribe button. Hopefully y'all gonna keep rocking with me. And hopefully y'all cashed out tonight, man. Myself personally, it's not looking good, man. I'm not gonna lie. It's not looking good for me. I'm in a situation where I hope I win back some of my buy-in. Man, I went hooping today, man. I was at the gym for longer than I expected. And I didn't get a chance to, to kind of double my, go over my lineups. So I had a lot of lineups that I made last night. Some of them are doing straight, man, but I didn't get a chance to, earn out the kinks, look for late value, all the normal stuff that I like to do before lock. So, I'm not having the best night, but it's okay. And then in basketball, man, my dumb ass went Amir Johnson 100%. Don't ask me why. I was just feeling rushed, man. I seen he was starting. I got the late update, saying he was starting. I just plugged him in. That's on me, man. That's my bad. But it's all good, man. We're gonna take that. Hopefully I can cash out. But I went heavy in the late slate, man. So hopefully I can make some of my money back. I went real heavy in the late slate. A player like me, man, I hate losing. I hate losing, man. So I want to go ahead and get that win back underneath my belt. So hopefully I can take down the GPP, something like that, man. But anyways, man, we're about to focus on tomorrow's games. Tomorrow, man, we have the same matchups, same situation, same ballparks. We have 15 games, man. So we right back at it. We're gonna start off. We're gonna start off on the mound. In the first game, we got Marcus Stroman versus CC Sabathia. Run total for the Blue Jays 4.3. Run total for Yankees 4.3. Today was a situation to stack the Yankees. Like today was a really good situation to attack the Yankees, man. We all knew it. Matt Latos he's trash. You seen Brett Gardner have a huge game. You seen Judge. The Judge, he's real, man. By the way, the young dude is real out here, man. I get hype every time I see this man bat. He's like, man, he's humongous, dude. He look like he should be a wrestler. I think he could slam the Big Show, man. He's a big guy, but he knows how to swing the bat, man. We seen him have a good game, 2 homers. But tomorrow is going to be a different story. I think we can definitely pick and choose what batters we want from this game, especially from the Yankee side. It's a short porch and left in the Yankee Stadium. But Marcus Stroman is a solid pitcher, man. He's an elite arm. I wouldn't try to do a Yankee stack tomorrow. Next game, we got Robbie Ray versus Gio Gonzalez. I'm not too heavy on neither one of these guys. Next game, Baltimore versus Red Sox. We got Kevin Gausman versus Drew Pomeranz. I actually think Pomeranz might be in play. His K stuff has been really high this year, man. He's been having decent games. Myself personally, I won't be too heavy on him. I think we can find a better spot, but I think he's definitely in play. Gausman's been trash. He's one of those people we can target, man. Red Sox, we seen him have a good game. I went Hanley in a couple of my lineups, man. He had the 2 homers today. Boston, they're going to get it rolling tomorrow for sure. They're going to take off, man. They had a pretty solid game today. I expect it to continue. Next game, we got Cleveland versus Detroit. Carrasco versus Matt Boyd. Y'all know how I feel about Matt Boyd, man. He's trash. We can definitely look at these Indian bats. As far as pitching, Carlos Carrasco is an elite arm, top tier. But the Detroit, I hate trying to target Detroit, man, because they have solid bats throughout their lineup, man, and they're bats that'll sneak up on you. Miguel Cabrera is actually back in the lineup, so it's not going to be a cakewalk. Next game, we got Pirates versus the Cincinnati Reds. Jameson Taillon versus Rookie Davis. I don't want any of Taillon. Rookie Davis, he's another one of those target options, man. Look for some Pirates bats. I actually wrote them down as one of my stacks a little later. You know, Rookie Davis, man, he's a young buck. He don't have all the stuff working. He will be shipped off to the minor leagues here pretty soon. Small ballpark. We can definitely look at the Pirates for tomorrow. Next game, we got the Marlins versus the Rays. Adam Conley versus Blake Snell. Adam Conley has been getting rocked lately. Implied run total for the Rays is 4.3. I think we can definitely take a look at these Tampa Bay Rays. Good hitters ballpark and Minute Maid Park. Yeah, man, we can look towards these guys. I don't even know if I said that ballpark right. It may be Tropicana Field or something like that. But Blake Snell, man, I think he's a decent arm. He's okay. He's been pitching okay. Nothing that I want to, purchase. We can find better spots. Next game, we got the Mets versus Atlanta Braves. Jacob deGrom versus Bartolo Colon. Man, y'all know I love Freddie Freeman, man. My new rule has been, we don't fade Freddie Freeman. If you've been following me on NBA, I always say don't fade Westbrook. Freeman is making a case, a very strong case. I'm thinking about, am I beat the streak? I'm gonna just click Freddie Freeman's name every night, bro. He's gonna be one of my locks. The man is just hot, dude. He is hot as it gets. We see Jay Bruce starting to get hot, and I think this might be the first time you see me show the New York Mets some love. I'm feeling the Mets stack. I did a Mets stack earlier this year when Cespedes had that ridiculous game, like super ridiculous. I think it was 3 homers. We did a Mets stack that night. I had everybody but Cespedes, but I ended up having a really decent game. But yeah, I think this is gonna be the second time you hear me recommend a Mets stack. I don't think the Mets are that good, to be honest, man. But I really love the ballpark. Bartolo is an old head. He is not, he's not an elite arm. But one thing, he's crafty. He knows how to get out of trouble, and he knows how to limit big things from happening. But with that being said, man, it's a super short porch out in Atlanta's new ballpark, so we can look towards these lefties. And the Mets roster is basically filled with lefties, man. Switch hitters and then left-handers. They have 2 right-handers in the whole lineup. So yeah, we can definitely look towards these Mets bats. Next game, we got Phillies versus the Cubs. Jared Eichhoff versus Jake Arrieta. I don't want any of Eichhoff for the simple fact he's going up against the Cubs. Jake Arrieta, it should be a no-brainer, plug him in. But the way he's been pitching these last couple games, I don't know, man. I don't know. I really don't. He hasn't been playing that good. I don't know, man. But to be honest with y'all, I will probably end up on Jake Arrieta because I think he's one of the safest arms we have for tomorrow, man. It's not something I necessarily want to do, but it's looking like he's top tier tomorrow, man. So I might, have to take my lumps and just pay up and get some Jake Arrieta, even though he hasn't been pitching that good. I want to stress that. He's been getting in trouble very early in the game. His velocity is down on his fastball. But he's been working his way through, man. I guess that's what good pitchers do. Maybe tomorrow he gets some of this strike stuff going, and, stay out of trouble. So I'm going to definitely look at him as far as pitching. Next game, we got the Athletics versus Minnesota Twins. Kendall Graveman versus Hector Santiago. As far as pitching, I don't want any Graveman. I actually want to attack Graveman. I recommended a twin stack earlier. Like, I like Joe Mauer, Sano, Dozier. All three of those guys went yard today. I actually think the Twins may have one of the highest run totals so far. Castro, I talked about him. He went yard. I should have did an all-out twin stack. I would be good right now. I'll be good. But anyways, man, I hate thinking about that. But I mean, we moving on. But Hector Santiago, he's decent as far as K stuff. I always say the Athletics are middle of the pack. You never want to really attack them unless you have an elite arm. So for that reason, I think I'm going to leave him alone. Next game, we got Rangers versus the Astros, the nice little rivalry going. Nick Martinez versus Charlie Morton. I'm not rostering either of these guys, but bats, stacks and bats. We looking towards this game. If weather allows it to play. But anyways, moving on to the next one, we got Milwaukee Brewers versus the Cardinals. Milwaukee's run totals 3.4. Cardinals 4.1. Chase Anderson versus Adam Wainwright. I think we could actually look at these two pitchers, man. Last game I attacked Chase Anderson. He had a bad game versus the Braves, I believe. I was all over Atlanta that night. But he's been pitching pretty decent. One thing I knew is that his numbers were way too good. His numbers are way too good for the pitcher that he actually is. But I think we can, in this spot, man, we can look at him to have a decent game, a bounce back game. Cardinals, they had a really good game yesterday. It looks like they're struggling today. They only have 2 runs right now. I think they may be in play, man. Both of these pitchers. I'm not sure how I feel on a scale of 1 to 10. I would say about a 6.5 for Chase Anderson and maybe a 6.8 for Adam Wainwright. But look, y'all, I went through a bunch of games, and like I said, there's not a bunch of pitching, man. Tomorrow's one of those slates. It's gonna be about the stacks, man. It's gonna be about, can you nail the batting and will your pitching hold up? Because there's not too many great arms out there tomorrow. Speaking of great arms, I know somebody who's not a great arm. Moving on to the next game, which is Chicago White Sox versus the Kansas City Royals. Mike Pelfrey is not a great arm. He's terrible. I don't want any of him. Nate Kearns, I think I rostered him one time earlier this season, and he didn't kill me. It was like a afternoon slate. Oh, never mind. He has no good games this year. The man can't go past 6 innings. Yeah. I went Duffy in one of my lineups today, and he got rocked by the White Sox, so I'm definitely not going to trust in Kearns. But Kansas City Royal bats are definitely in play. I love those bats. Let's see. Last 3 games, talking about pitching. Next game, man, we got the Giants versus the Dodgers. These are 2 solid pitching options, man. We got Jeff Samardzija, the Shark, versus Julio Urias, the Young Buck. Team implied run totals 3.1 for the Giants, 3.9 for the Dodgers. Like I said, these are 2 solid arms, man, but I hate attacking these teams because they're both solid hitting teams. Pitcher's ballpark, but I get scared, man. I really do, of going up against the Giants and the Dodgers, just because they're disciplined, man. They're always really good, I feel like. So I don't know, man.